Hello, YouTube world. This is my first video, and I'm trying to get it set up to where you can watch me wash my dishes. The house is pretty messy at the moment, so let's see how this goes. I live in a small one-bedroom cabin, and but I work a lot. It gets a little messy sometimes. All right. Let's see if you guys can see me washing my dishes. Oh, that's pretty far away, isn't it? Well, let's try to bring you guys closer. I'm moving my table over. There. All right, let's see how that works. There. Hello. Now, I'd rather have a root canal than wash dishes. These dishes here have been sitting in my sink for about 3 weeks now. So, I'm finally sick and tired of seeing my dirty dishes just sit there. So, here we go. So, they've been soaking for about 2 hours. And let's move that up a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, here we go. So I'm kind of a germaphobe, but I didn't cook with any raw chicken, so we're good there. And I like to use Viva paper towels, the cloth kind, because I don't like to use sponges or washcloths, because you can just throw this away. You don't have to worry about germs on your, washcloth. And I like to use Dawn soap because it goes the furthest. I hope you guys can see me okay. Get that nice and soapy. I wish I had a beer right now, but if I did, I'd just be drinking and not washing my dishes. I like to drink tea in the evening and coffee in the morning. I never actually washed my coffee mug, ever. But for the first time, I just washed my tea mug, or coffee, tea cup, or whatever you call it. Things are kind of disheveled right now. Oh, fork on the floor. As you can see, I don't like washing or cleaning up after myself. That's the life of a bachelor, I guess. I got to start doing a better job of keeping a tidy ship. I don't know if you guys can respond or not. I don't know if this is like Periscope or what. But I'm actually so lazy that I was using this as a cup. It's a storage container. I'm pretty damn lazy. As you can see. And I like to bleach things if I think I like to bleach a lot of things. That way you know it's clean. I just got done cleaning my shed because little red devils were in there with their nests and everything. Red squirrels, they're a pain in the neck. Made a little hole in the shed and nested there during the wintertime. So I went in there and I was storing my dishes in there. So I rent this place and there was a whole bunch of dishes I wasn't using, so I put them in the shed. So the the red squirrels went in there and pooped on everything and made a little nest of leaves in one of my plastic rolls. So I spent about 3 hours yesterday cleaning that shit up. Hold on, I'll be right back. There. Making progress. Because it's just myself, I use one bowl, this bowl, for ice cream or cereal. Theoretically, I should wash it. That was the idea behind it. One bowl, use it, wash it when you're done. But the reverse is kind of true. I have oatmeal and let it sit there and turn into cement and then have to soak it for 3 hours before I can use it again. So I got pretty good water here. I got well water, which is a lot nicer to drink than city water. Says I'm live. Is there anybody watching? I don't know. Hello. Can you hear me? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Anyways, bowl's clean. I wonder if I need to turn up the volume. Do I need to turn up the volume? No. I don't think so. Anyways, moving on. What happens is, I eat dinner or whatever, watching TV, and then I just keep on watching TV and go to bed, and voila, we got dirty dishes in the house. And by that time, it's all caked over and whatever, so you don't want to, deal with it then. And like I said, I hate washing dishes, but you would think if I kept it up, it would be easier than this. Fork is clean. I picked the wrong shirt to clean in. Got to roll these bad boys up. I got clothes all over my apartment. Clean, dirty. Just got done playing chess. Honestly, I would rather play chess every day, all day, than do anything else. All right, I think we're good now. Moving on. I really don't cook a lot. You see a lot of pots and pans here, but I really don't cook a lot. It's mostly just oatmeal and toast and cereal and yogurt and peanut butter and jelly. Honestly, that's about it. I eat very simply, but sometimes I eat a little bit much. I've never understood washing your dishes with a tub full of water. because then you're just washing dishes in dirty water. I've never understood that idea. I gotta think here. I gotta move some stuff around. I had bought some ice, and because I have a blender, and I bought some fruit. I was gonna blend it, but haven't really gotten that done at all. I haven't tried that at all. Now that was about a month ago when I bought the fruit and that for the blender. I was gonna make some smoothies or something. I'm not exactly sure what you do with a blender, but I bought a big bag of fruit and some ice. Make some ice, but I still don't know exactly how you do it. Nope, not much of cook at all. I bought that big old bottle of vegetable canola oil about a year ago, and the seal is still on. All right, that is, you're always supposed to inspect it. Not quite clean. Honestly, I'd rather be at the doctor's office right now. Well, that's why you're here, to keep me company. Now I know I gotta finish cleaning the dishes. Pressure's on. I just went to Arby's to try their fish sandwich. They're 2 for $6, and wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Anyways, the squirrels shit all over my dishes I had stored out there. So I washed those dishes out there in a big old tub filled with bleach and Dawn soap, and I washed them about like 4 times. I'm still probably not going to use them without washing them again. I mean, oh, disgusting. Shit smells like urine. Those red little devils. They're cute, but they're just like rats. They'll get in your walls and just do a lot of damage. Inside of my cabin is filled with trash I got to take out Tuesday because of them. So literally, I got 2 plates, mainly. One for two plates. In case I use one and don't wash it right away, I have another one to use. It's not like anybody else comes in here. The outside walkway is still filled with ice from the winter time. The ice falls off the roof and collects right where my walkway is. I just want to have a couple more plates in there. Like I said, I haven't been washing my dishes for about a month now. This is a nice plate though. Square with ridges so the food don't come off too easy. bought these plastic dinnerware in case my silverware was dirty. Like I said, I'm pretty lazy. I gotta break that bad habit of mine. All right, so I'm going to throw this away and start a new wash rag, courtesy of Viva. Really, these wash towels are the best because you use them so they get dirty, you just toss them. No worries about germs. They're, obviously a wee bit expensive, but better than getting sick because you're washing dishes with a dirty washcloth. I'm not exactly sure how this live stream works, if you guys can hear me or not, but or how long it goes. I'm not sure. It says it's live. Anyways, if you're watching, I'm glad to have a little company. Right now, it's pretty much just work, and that's about it. Don't have a cat. My cat died. That was difficult. See, I was keeping my house clean when I had a cat. That was a good thing. And cats help you, prevent you from getting depressed because you got to feed them and, take care of them and all that. And make sure the house is clean for them and play with them and all that good stuff. So I've noticed now that my cat's gone, my house has pretty much stayed dirty. I can count on one hand how many times I've cleaned my house in the 6 months I've been here. But like I said, it's just me. And really, being at home is the only place I'm dirty. At work, I'm actually quite clean. You have to be because I work in the medical field. But I'm a germaphobe at work. Other people's germs, obviously. And that helps me stay clean at work. Last big dish. I don't know how many times I've eaten oatmeal out of my bowl and say, I'm going to clean this bowl before it turns into cement. Never happens. Always ends up with cement. Bottom of the bowl. Now that light is kind of bright, isn't it? Hold on. Let me see if I can't play with this lighting. There. That's better, right? Boom. How's that? I think that's okay. All right. It says there's one person, or is that just me? I think that's just me. Anyways, here we go. Couple more small dishes, and then we got some silverware and the pots and pans. I think my all right, that's gross. See, what I like to do is I like to rinse this stuff off. I obviously didn't do it this time, but I like to rinse this stuff off before it goes into the clean, sudsy water. That way I know that it's just a nice first step, you know. That way when you get to wash it, it's already been through the rinse, so to speak, before you start washing it. Makes it easier, I think. All right. Couple more small dishes, and then we're on to the pots and pans. See, I like Periscope when I've used it, rarely, but I used it a couple times. It's a lot more interactive. I think YouTube Live is pretty much for gamers and such. I don't know. As this is my first video, I don't have any followers yet. I'm surprised if I did. I'm just washing dishes. One more side dish. The pots and pans, the silverware takes a lot of time as well. But if you rinse them beforehand and then soak them, it's actually quite easy. Live chat. So apparently you guys can chat with me. I don't know, maybe I'm just talking to myself right now. Hey, I'm going to change my cloth. Boom. So I'm going to do this in stages. My house is dirty, right? So tonight I'm going to wash my dishes. Boom, done. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the wash and take care of my laundry. Boom, done. The next day I'm going to take care of everything else. But it's pretty much dishes, laundry, trash. So just got to keep it up, that's all. I should, you know what? Let me put on some music. You gotta put your foot down on the floor. Yeah, we've been walking all night, but don't you know? Bingo. For the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use phone big time. Wow. Java Mountain Mug from Blarney Castle Easy Mart. Do you remember this whole scenario? I do. Well, you are the grand prize winner.
Congratulations.
The shadows crawl, crushing.
got even more.
Jeff Gunsmiller from Miners North Jewelers.
What might surprise you is that our
All right, I think that's the station.
classic diamond solitaire. A simple gold band holding the
All right, I'm
center.
back.
My favorite are the ones that come with an electrical storm in the center known as the Lakeshore, a specially cut diamond that makes every other look dull by comparison. An engagement ring is a symbol. If a man gives a woman a dozen roses, it's his way of saying, I think you're beautiful, just like these flowers. But a solitaire is like giving a woman a single perfect rose while looking into her eyes and saying, you are my one and only.
A simple gold band holding the electrical storm of a Lakeshore diamond from Miners
If
North.
anybody's out there listening, let me know. So
Or
I know that I'm not talking to
shop@minersnorth.com
myself.
For delivery or curbside pickup.
Bigger diamonds cost bigger money, of course, but the sparkle never changes.
Otherwise, I'll just keep on washing my dishes.
Any trade qualifies for up to $5,000 over Kelly Blue Book fair market value. Only at Williams Chevrolet. Get up to $5,000 over Kelly Blue Book fair market value on your current loan or lease towards any Chevy in stock. 0% for 72 months. And yes, $5,000 over KBB fair trade-in value. So you can drive home any brand new Chevy in stock with zero down and pay 0% financing. All new 2021 Chevy Equinox LS all-wheel drive SUV. Get up to $3,500 cash back or lease just $99 per month with zero security deposit. Plus, we want to help with your credit approval today. If you have a job and clear $350 per week with a $500 down payment, you're virtually approved, guaranteed. Find new roads at Williams Chevy or online at williamstc.com. Kelly Blue Book standard options only apply. Unapproved credit with manufacturer's rebates back to dealer. Negative equity will be financed in new loan. GM current license.
There's really no easy way to clean a
We play it loud.
can opener.
Proud. Today's
How the hell are you supposed to clean the blades?
Seventeen, small town. Weekly and sweet.
Wrong station. I don't particularly care for today's country. Not a big fan.
Most importantly,
I'm standing at the crossroads. Across my heart with obstacles, which way leads to forever. It's hard. I'm going to repeat it. It's hard. I'm going to repeat it.
Oh, it's a rendition.
The iHeartRadio Countdown. Number 12. Justin Bieber. Anyone.
Nope, I'm not going to listen to Justin
Dance with
Bieber.
me under the diamonds. See me like
Cable station.
sleep with me here in the sun.
Hey, wash your face and hands. Get out of the bed, wash your face and hands. Well, you get your naughty hot spray. Well, you ain't old dresses, stop them shining through. Well, you ain't old dresses, stop them shining through. I need to leave my life for the best belongs to you. I believe you know you will it now. I believe you know you will it now. Well, I wait, spend my shake, rattle and roll. Well, you right, say no, don't show. I like the one I get, keep it in the seafood store. I like the one I get, keep it in the seafood store. But I can look at you and tell you ain't no child no more. I take, ride and roll, shake, ride and roll, shake, ride and roll, shake, ride and roll. I need a whole lot way down to me. Way down to me. You make me roll my eyes, you make me fit my teeth. I said, shake, rattle and roll, shake, rattle and roll, shake, rattle and roll, shake, rattle and roll. Well, you know it, say your doggone soul. Shake, rattle and roll.
The Big Blues Freight Train, Big Joe Turner, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, a tune written by Charles Calhoun, who sometimes wrote under the name Jesse Stone. Shake, Rattle, and Roll. And that was recorded in 1954, and it went to number one.
We're listening to the
charts
old
for Big Joe Turner. And Elvis Presley covered it, I think it was a couple of years later, early in his recording career. And in front of that, we heard T-Bone Walker doing Shuffling the Blues, showing
Is
off
anybody
his
out
blues
there?
guitar chops. He was known as the father of electric blues guitar. And he's one of my two favorites. Howlin' Wolf and T-Bone Walker are my two favorite blues artists of all time. That's my opinion. I've got lots of favorites, but when somebody asks me, that's what I usually say. T-Bone and Howlin' Wolf. And let's return to one more soundbite from Folger Peterson's interview with my featured artist at the Juke Joint tonight, Lowell Fulson.
How did you feel when rock and roll and Bill Haley and Elvis Presley and all those people started recording a lot of that great R&B stuff that you've been involved with in the 50s? And
I know a lot of guys didn't like it, but I did. It put something in the music that needed to be in, that's what it did. All the blues have been just one type of way, one type of person song. There were more than different races of people doing the blues that you were brought up with. It makes it good because it's new ideas, it's fresh ideas, and to stay with it. And what is wrong with doing things your way. So I like things. It improved a lot of things that I was trying to do, you know, and I couldn't do it. Get up and do it. Get it.
Well, it's really great. Lowell Fulson had big ears. He liked all kinds of music, including rock and roll, and he said he learned something from the rock and rollers as well. Now, he didn't record rock music by any stretch of the imagination. Just like Ray Charles said, I didn't make music for teenagers. I made music for adults. And I think that's pretty much the case with Lowell Fulson. Let me tell you this about Lowell Fulson. 1993 was a big year for him. He was inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame in Memphis, Tennessee. He was, one of his recordings, Reconsider Baby, a song that was the most covered of all of his tunes, went into the Blues Hall of Fame as a representative of classic blues recording. Reconsider Baby. Also, in 1993, the Blues Foundation Blues Music Award for Traditional Album of the Year, titled Hold On. I'll have to get to that sometime in the next few weeks, because Lowell Fulson's 100th birthday is at the end of the month, March 31st. He was also received a Pioneer Award from the Rhythm and Blues Foundation, And among the Grammy Awards, he was nominated for Best Traditional Blues Album of the Year back in 1995. Well, let's turn to a couple of tunes by Lowell Fulson, and we're going to go back to 1960. His pianist was Lloyd Glenn, and Lloyd Glenn wrote this tune, and it was a hit for Lowell Fulson. It went to number 1 in the summer of 1950, just before I was born, I see. It stayed at number 1 for 4 weeks that summer. Blue Shadows.
Blue shadows falling. That's my baby away. Blue shadows falling. That's my baby away. Every night, every day. I need you by my side. Let me come back home and play my wood. Yes, I feel you. Well, my life is like but it's no
I love this music.
That was Lowell Fulson on a pair of tunes, and we opened up with Blue Shadows.
Blue Shadow.
And that was from 1950, and then concluding in 1955, we heard I Still Love You, Baby. When I come back after the station ID and some other messages, I'm going to return to some more covers. I've got at least a dozen covers of Lowell Fulson tunes that I want you to hear, and a lot of cool things. And the first off the bat is Eddie the Chief Clearwater doing a Lowell Fulson tune. So you be sure to stay near the radio.
Tune in Sunday evenings at 11 to Destination Out for a program of improvised music, world music, and jazz.
Going on down from the side. You got it going on down.
It's Destination Out, Sundays at 11.
You got
here
it
on
going out
WCMU.
cold and
And tonight on Destination Out, Mike will be doing a tribute to the late drummer Ralph Peterson Jr., who died recently, and he will be spinning music by Peterson on the drums with 3 tenor sax players, Charles Lloyd, Frank Lowe, and David Murray. That's Destination Out. Come your way at 11 o'clock tonight with your host, Mike Johnston. This is listener-supported WCMU, a service of Central Michigan University.
WCMU-FM and HD1 89.5 Mount Pleasant. WCML-FM and HD1 91.7 Alpena. WCMD-FM 95.7 Oscoda.
WWCM-FM 96.9 Stanley.
WCMZ-FM 98.3 Sault Ste. Marie. WCMV-FM 94.3 Lima. WCMW-FM and HD1 103.9 Harbor Springs. 95.1 Traverse City.
WBCX-FM and HD1 90.1 Bay City.
And WCMU.org. WCX is operated at the service of Delta College and Central Michigan University.
And it is just about 2 minutes past 10 o'clock. My name is Robert Barclay, the Duke of Duke City Blues and Soul for you on Sunday nights for almost 36 years. 2 weeks from tonight, I will be celebrating the 36th anniversary of John
going on.
Back in
I'm going,
1985.
baby, won't you?
Let me tell you just a little bit about
me?
Jack O'Brien. Jack is the one who posts the Duke Joint playlist on the website, the WCMU website. Go to radio.wcmu.org and you'll see, get taken to the radio page and then look for playlists and you'll see Jack has posted my playlist. He also prepares my show for placement on the archives, and typically in recent weeks he's got tonight's show by Monday evening, and I really do appreciate that. He also hosts the Saturday night edition of Nightside Jazz and Blues, and the emphasis on Saturday night is on the blues. Last night he played music by Willie Trice, Larry Garner, Joe Louis Walker, Melvin Taylor and the Slack Band, and Eddie Shaw, among others. Jack's got good taste in blues, and so you can catch him. And I want to thank him for all the work that he does for me here at the Duke Joint and WCMU. Well, I heard from Stephen listening online from Greenbelt, Maryland. He says, enjoying the show tonight with homemade pizza, veggie, and meat. And we bottled beer today. We bottled our own homebrew English brown ale. Sounds great. Thanks for taking the time to drop me a line. I also heard from Joe in Axe Lake, Ontario, and he says, great show tonight. Thanks. Well, they're always great shows, so thank you for that. And the new Curtis Salgado album certainly is fantastic, and he enjoyed hearing Holger Peterson's interview with Lowell Fulson tonight. He says, Holger Peterson has a blues show on CBC Radio in Canada on Saturday nights. So Saturday nights with Holger Peterson and Sunday night at the Juke Joint. I do appreciate it. So the mix for a great end of the weekend. Well, let's continue on with some more songs that were written by Lowell Fulson, my featured artist, who would turn 100 at the end of the month, March 31st. And here's Eddie the Chief Clearwater back in 2008 on a CD called West Side Strut. Lowell Fulson recorded this tune in 1955. Eddie the Chief Clearwater recorded it for Alligator in 2008. And it's a tune titled Rubble, Rubble.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble is hard in this world I see. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble is hard in this world I see. Well, sometimes I wonder, people, when the world is gonna become a me. I wake up early every morning, lose control all around my bed. Well, I wake up early every morning, baby, losing trouble all around my bed. Oh no, you know I can't forget people. These last words I heard my baby say. What did she say? She said, I'll be leaving you in the morning. If you don't cry, they gonna make me stay. If you don't cry, make me strong. Well, the more you cry, baby, baby, the farther you gonna drive me away. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, baby.
That is some awesome music.
Tonight I'm in Houston, it's Dallas in LA. My woman needs me with it, but I got 10 more shows to play. How long? Oh, she asked me to between her loving and the end. I really wrote it for she never wanna complain. The time she was crying when I got on the way. I'm holding her my brain. She was ready and be true. And now she's this very problem. Now we do to do. How long? Oh, she asked me to between her loving and the end. All right. I'm sitting in the misery. You know I'm gonna cry. That woman just gets caught along. I believe God. I know. Oh, she'll ask me to choose between her loving and the end. Tonight I'm in Houston, and Dallas in LA. My woman needs me with it, but I got 10 more shows to play.
That was Joe Louis Walker doing a cover of a version of a song that Lowell Fulson co-wrote with Dennis Walker. And that was from Joe Louis Walker's CD, Cold is the Night, from 1988. And that tune was titled 10 More Shows to Play. And Lowell Fulson recorded that in 1984. Prior to that, we heard Eddie the Chief Clearwater on the Lowell Fulson tune titled Trouble, Trouble. Well, I heard from Robin, listening online from Eugene, Oregon. She said she's in her art room working on a handmade book with you and the Juke Joint Company. Big shout out from Eugene, Oregon. I appreciate that. Good to hear from you. I also heard from Patrick. Cold as the night is right. He is in Colorado Springs under a whole lot of snow, I understand. He said, play those songs. I appreciate it. Need something hot to keep us warm. Appreciate that. Letting me know he's listening from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I also heard from Barb in Grayling, Michigan, and she says, I am so glad I dumped cable. Sunday nights are much better with the Juke Johnny. So many memories for this music, but so much I never knew about the blues artists. Well, I appreciate you dropping me a line, Barb. Good to hear from you. Thanks for making Sunday night a regular thing on your schedule. And I also heard from Ken near Greenville, Michigan. He says, hey, Robert, I'm liking the Lowell Fulson feature. He was great, and his music still is. Ken, in the middle of nowhere is where he is, and I can't find a Sunday free press within 15 miles, so he must be not real near Greenville. He must be out of town. I appreciate you dropping me a line. He's a regular listener here at the Juke Joint broadcast.
They were women in the ultimate man's world.
Just say dial and walk away. That's the kind of emancipation any woman can understand.
Most of the engineering schools were male schools. I didn't know of any woman who had tenure in a research observatory.
I'm astronaut Eileen Collins. Join me for Rocket Girls and Astronauts, stories of women in space on this public radio station.
That comes your way Monday evening at 8 p.m. here on WCMU.
You're my sweet little
This spring
baby.
marks
I'm
28
your
years on the air
little
for
lover
WCMU
boy.
Public Radio. Celebrate all that you've discovered, from impactful news to joyful music, plus some tears and laughs along the way. Make a gift before March 17th to join the Member Challenge Fund. Your support will encourage a new generation of WCMU listeners to donate during our spring drive. Respond to the letter you may have received, call or text donate to 800-999-5656, or give online at WCMU.org. And thank you.
That's right. The spring fundraiser starts Thursday, and next Sunday night is the Juke Joint portion of the fundraiser from 8 to 11 on your Sunday night blues and soul music. If you like the blues, you like soul music, support it next Sunday night here on WCMU and the Juke Joint broadcast. WCMU can deliver your organization's message of community support and quality to a targeted audience. Our listeners connect to businesses, technology, and the world from home and work. If your organization is looking to reach a connected audience, look to WCMU sponsorship. Call 800-727-9268 for more information. This is listener-supported WCMU, a service of Central Michigan University. My name is Robert Barclay, the Duke of Juke, spinning the blues for you tonight. Let's return to two more tunes written by my featured artist, the Juke Joint tonight. We're celebrating his 100th birthday. Lowell Fulson is his name. And here's a tune from Magic Sam that Lowell Fulson recorded back in 1956. Magic Sam recorded it in 1968 for Delmark Records on his Black Magic release. It's a tune titled, It's All Your Fault.
But I keep on traveling. I hope we'll meet again someday. If I can solve tonight, can't fall from my eyes. If I can solve tonight, can't fall from my eyes. Sometimes I get older. I'll just hang my head right. And this is what I heard. Why do you think? Oh, why do you have to go? I said, why do you need me, baby? Oh, why do you have to go? Guess what? You're in my life. No matter where you go, I don't care where you go. I said, why do you leave me? Oh, why do you have to go? I said, why do you leave me, baby? Oh, why do you have to go? You don't remain in my heart. No matter where you go, I don't care where you go. Baby, I don't care where you go. I'm gonna love you, baby. I don't care where you go. I said, Lord, baby. Oh, baby. I wanna do you nothing, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. I want to come on back home. You know I need you, baby. I'm so tired of being alone. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna keep on loving you. No matter where you go. I said, I don't care where you go. I don't care where you go. Trap. What you call me, trap? You don't wear continental clothes or Stetson hats. One thing. Come on.
You know what? You wear overalls, big old profile shoes, and you need a haircut, tramp. Woman, you fool. Grandma. You're still a tramp. That's right. You haven't even got a fat bankroll in your pocket. You probably haven't even got 25 cents. I got 6 gallons, 5 liquors, 4 gold, 6 records, 3 D-backs from you can't buy out on me.
Oh yeah, Otis Redding and Carla Thomas having a whole lot of fun together on a song that was co-written by Lowell Fulson and Jimmy McCracklin, 2 old friends on the blues and R&B circuit, going back to the late 1940s and coming forward. And that was a tune titled Tramp. Lowell Fulson recorded it in 1966, and that was a number 2 R&B hit for Carla and Otis. Otis Redding from Carla Thomas. Tramp. Prior to that, from Magic Sam, we heard Lowell Fulson's tune, It's All Your Fault. This is listener-supported WCMU, a service of Central Michigan University, and we are your music and NPR news station. Continuing on with some more tunes written by Lowell Fulson. Here's one that Lowell Fulson recorded back in 1963, and then it was revived by Roomful of Blues in 2005. Mark Dufresne is on the vocals, Chris Basham is on the guitar, Travis Colby is on the B3, and a 3-piece horn section as well. This is Lowell Fulson tune titled Love Grown Cold.
I want to know, why did you let our love go cold? Why? I want to know, why did you leave me? Why did you have to go? Well, it's something about a year ago, and that's when you said you didn't want to go home. Well, tell me why. Why did you leave me? Why did you say bye-bye? Oh, I tried to treat you right. Only know you for the rest of my life. That's right. Baby, that's right. I tried to love you. I guess you're not the type.
Well, that's it, folks. I'm done washing my dishes. Got a lot of other cleaning to do, but the dishwashing chapter is done.